Grateful that those influential leaders of this religious sect have agreed to come and pay us a visit.
On the news tonight, President Buhari receives Grand Khalifa of Tijaniya Islamic Movement.
All those who have been affected by the fire incident.
Senate President tasked experts on market construction to prioritize safety measures.
The command wishes to categorically debunk the news, consider it as fake news.
Mobile training attack, police refute alleged adoption of personnel. Hello, this is NTA Network News. We are live in Abuja. I am Jummai Yusuf. Adiola Kami Akere joins us from Lagos, and Felicia Dialop Somaila is in our Jos studio. You're welcome. President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed absolute confidence in the ability of his administration to make history, despite the prevailing insecurity situation in some parts of the country. Receiving the Grand Khalifa of Tijaniya Islamic Movement worldwide, the president said his administration is well aware of its responsibility with regards to security, and such will not be abdicated. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo has details.
The Grand Khalifa of the Tijaniya Islamic Movement the world over, Tijani Ali bin Arabi, was led to the State House by the Governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje. On the delegation include the Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero, and the leader of Tijaniya Islamic Movement in Nigeria, Sheikh Dahiru Usman Bauchi. Governor Ganduje had told the president that the world leader of Tijaniya movement was invited to Nigeria by the Kano state government to lead the faithful in fervent prayers to Allah for the country, considering the complexities around security in particular.
The government of Nigeria, under your leadership, has done a lot in order to solve the problem of insecurity in this country. But Your Excellency, prayers to God subhanahu wa ta'ala for his intervention is absolutely necessary. Prayers were offered for peace and stability of this country. Apart from the religious consideration, we also decided to make the Tijaniya Islamic movement as a tool of diplomacy in terms of education, commerce, and agriculture.
President Muhammadu Buhari thanked the Kano State Governor for the initiative, saying, through prayers, God will give guidance and strength to leaders to be accountable and do the right things for sustainable peace, stability, and overall national development.
I'm grateful that those influential leaders of this religious sect have agreed to come and pay us a visit. All I can say, I hope God will listen to our prayers, bring stability to Nigeria.
The president urged Nigerians to be fair to his government in assessing the security issue in the country by reflecting on what obtained at the time he took over in 2015. Taking pride in the fact that a decisive break has been achieved from the past, particularly in the northeast and south-south, the president promised that the northwest, which had given the nation some headache, will also experience a turnaround for the better.
We have done our best. We keep on praying for God to give us the power to do the right things and to see the results of our hard work and commitment to the country.
The president urged citizens of the country to take responsibility and show interest in the affairs of their own security to complement what the government is doing. During the event, the leader of Tijaniya movement in Nigeria, Sheikh Dahiru Usman Bauchi, and the Grand Khalifa, Tijani Ali bin Arabi, extolled the existing cordial relations between Nigeria and Algeria and prayed for guidance and blessings for the country and its leaders. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari said despite the shrinking resources, his administration remains irrevocably committed to doing her best for Nigeria and Nigerians as a bounden duty. This was while receiving in audience the ambassador of Burkina Faso to Nigeria. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo tells us more.
Ambassador Pierre Framindo was in the State House on a farewell visit to President Muhammadu Buhari. His 8-year tour of duty to Nigeria has come to an end. President Buhari congratulates the outgoing envoy for his eventful and result-oriented tenure in the country. He hopes that the envoy would use experiences garnered in the field for effective decision-making in his country. Leaders, he said, should always do the best for their people within the limits of resources. As for him, President Buhari emphasized that henceforth every day counts and must be utilized in the delivery of public good. Ambassador Ndo expressed the good wishes of his country to Nigeria, commending President Buhari for his diplomatic prowess, which has seen Nigerians leading key international organizations. He equally expressed appreciation for Nigeria's tremendous support to Burkina Faso during the flooding crisis, their national elections, and at many other critical times. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has reiterated the commitment of the federal government to the well-being of Nigerian youth and support for them towards the realization of their dreams. The Vice President said this when he hosted the 2021 National Gold Award presentation ceremony in Abuja with the rider, celebrating the effort and resilience of young people. State House correspondent Jide Onifade tells us more.
Celebrating with the young Nigerians for their achievements, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says this feat is a testimony to the fact that many young people in Nigeria continue to offer their best to move the nation forward despite the challenge they are facing.
Today is a reminder of the many achievements of young people across Nigeria. Daily we have Nigerians in our armed forces leaving behind family and friends in various international operations across the country.
In recognition of the commitment of young people, the Vice President says government is all out to support them in meeting their aspirations.
So it's clear to us that our young people are our most valuable assets, and the federal government believes that they must be encouraged and supported in every way, which is why we're currently raising about $500 million to support technology and creativity. The project is led by the African Development Bank, which has already committed $170 million to the enterprise, and this will be supported by the federal government of Nigeria, the Islamic Development Bank.
The beauty of the award is that it makes you have self-identity, it teaches you to be a leader, and after the award, it made me self-reliant and an entrepreneur, and I also mentored younger people, and volunteerism is one major key part of my life now.
The National Gold Presentation Ceremony is aimed at celebrating the achievements of young people who have completed the gold level of the Duke of Edinburgh International Award, which operates in Nigeria under the name the International Award for Young People. From the banquet hall of the State House, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
Thank you, Jide, and let's bring you up to speed with other stories making the rounds. President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, says authorities responsible for building of markets must integrate adequate measures to forestall insistent fire disaster across the country. The Senate President was speaking at the symbolic presentation of relief materials to victims of Nguru Market fire disaster in Yobe State. Ilyasu Ali Yakubu reports.
Nguru Market in Yobe State has been experiencing fire disaster, especially during Harmattan. It occurred in 2020 and now 2022. Records from the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, indicates that the 8th of January fire disaster consumed 297 stores and 304 makeshift shops, and 1,464 victims were affected. Relief items delivered by NEMA include building materials, assorted grains, and condiments. The victims appreciated the federal and the state governments as well as the Senate President for the support.
So we appreciate their efforts. We really thank God.
Senate President Ahmad Lawan, while commiserating with the victims, said the disaster is one too many, hence the adoption of proactive measures. He donated 10 million naira to support the victims.
These things will be distributed to all those who have been affected by the fire incident. A loss is a loss. Let's be proportionate in the distribution.
Humanitarian Affairs Minister Sadia Umar Farouk represented said the president is concerned about the plight of the victims, hence the deployment of relief materials.
Relief items are meant to complement the efforts the Yobe State government is providing circle to affected persons.
The Senate President inaugurated a distribution committee comprising state and local government officials as well as NEMA and State Emergency Management Agency. From Unguru local government areas of Yobe State, Ilyasu Aliyakubu, NTA News.
Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Umara Zulum has raised concern over increasing number of ISWAP fighters, just as Boko Haram insurgents are decreasing as a result of their surrendering. The governor raised alarm when the Senate Committee on Army paid him a courtesy call at the government house, Maiduguri. Pauline Kujevana reports.
Borno State has started witnessing the return of peace, as seen by the increased number of IDPs who have willingly returned to their ancestral homes to begin their livelihood activities. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum, while appreciating effort of the military, called for intensified effort to reclaim 2 local government areas of Abadam and Guzamala, envisaging the increased number of ISWAP, if left unchecked, will befall the region and the country.
I want to see this local government taken over by the owners. Who are the owners? Government of Borno State and the 2 local government areas.
Chairman Senate Committee on Army Mohammed Ali Indume and his deputy Abba Moro showered encomium on the governor for being an exemplary and outstanding leader and prayed Borno regain its lost glory before the expiration of his tenure.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the support that you have been giving the Nigerian Army, which they themselves have acknowledged.
Meanwhile, with the improved security, it is hoped that many communities will be resettled and agricultural activities will receive a boost. In Maiduguri, Pauline Kujevana, NTA News.
Now, after years of waiting, Kashimbila Hydro Dam in Taraba State is set to deliver 40 megawatts of power to the national grid. Ministers of Power and Water Resources stated this after inspecting the ongoing evacuation of electricity from the dam ahead of its inauguration this year. Joshua Ojito reports.
40 megawatts Kashimbila Hydro Dam. Construction completed, with evacuation of electricity in progress. So far, the first phase of evacuation, which connects the hydropower plant with Takum and Yandef substations in Taraba and Benue states, has been completed last year, with communities enjoying power supply.
Turbines completed, producing 40 megawatt capacity.
The second phase of power evacuation is in progress, expected to be completed this year. This visit by the Ministers of Power and Water Resources is to assess level of work and keep contractors on track for timely delivery.
And from the power plant, the Ministry of Power is evacuating the 40 megawatts through 132 kV lines, a double cycle, and connecting other villages, pouring to other villages around this area. We have given to Takum and Wukari electricity. They are already enjoying the electricity.
It shows that we are improving. Even light in all over the country has stabilized. So there's hope and there's assurances that with these commissionings ongoing, we shall have better power.
All the electromechanical components or hydromechanical components of the water scheme are already on ground, and the rest of the concrete work is being completed now.
So I think we're about 80% with the water supply component. So there is so much to benefit from this project.
Well, the dam is also to supply potable water to Takum and other parts of Taraba State. The irrigation component of the dam will boost all year-round farming, as well serve as a buffer dam in curtailing excessive water from Lagdo Dam in Cameroon that causes flooding along the rivers of Benue and Niger. Joshua Ojito, NTA News.
Still talking power, about 94% of villages in Akwa Ibom State have been connected to the national grid to ensure progress in all the sectors of the state's economy. Commissioner for Power and Petroleum Development John James Etim made this known during a media interaction at Dakar Secretariat, Oyo, Akwa Ibom State. Nsikak Okon reports.
The Akwa Ibom State government has approved, released and installed over 470 transformers to 31 local government areas of the state. Commissioner for Power and Petroleum Development, who announced this, says so far 32,000 units of prepaid meters have been earmarked for installation in homes and business premises, while 12,000 units have been distributed and installed in Uyo Metropolis.
They have also constructed over 100 kilometers of both 33 kV high-tension networks and 11 kV high-tension networks all over the state.
While commending the state governor, Udom Emmanuel, for his efforts in ensuring stable power supply in the state, the commissioner also says that government has installed solar energy in some communities. He called for the protection of power infrastructure in their vicinity against vandalism.
They must ensure prompt payment of consumption charges and meter their subscription to avoid estimated billing.
It is the hope of beneficiaries that agencies in charge of power regulation and supply will ensure a steady power supply. In Uyo, Nsikak Okon, NTA News.
The federal government, through the Ecological Project Office, has handed over 3-kilometer trapezoidal drain to Ogun State government as part of efforts to minimize dangers of perennial flooding in some parts of Ifo local government area of the state. Benefiting residents say the facility, no doubt, will manage flood risk in their communities. Yemi Dalemo reports.
For many years, perennial flooding in areas like Oluomo, Orile-Ifo, Abeokuta, Aderele Alaja, Odueron and Isofufu communities in Ifo local government area of Ogun State have forced many residents in the affected areas to abandon their homes and relocate to safer places.
Before the construction, this place was very, very bad. Many people have abandoned their houses because of the erosion.
Worried by this development, the federal government, through the Ecological Project Office, decided to fund the construction of 3-kilometer trapezoidal drain facilitated by the Chairman, House Committee on Ecological Fund, Ibrahim Isiaka.
As I'm talking to you right now, the federal government has just approved another 19 projects in 19 states. And we are going to touch all. We're going to see what we are doing.
Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun represented appreciated the federal government for the huge investment project, which the governor observed will bring relief to people of the affected communities. In Abeokuta, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
The National Planning Committee in charge of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration for 2022 wishes to inform the public and road users in the FCT that roads leading to the National Arcade and the Eagle Square Abuja will be closed to traffic between Friday and Saturday. A statement by Commando M.A. Wabi on behalf of the Chairman Planning Committee indicates that it is to ensure a smooth Armed Forces Day celebration. The committee therefore advises motorists to use alternative routes for their convenience. Time for us to take our first break. The news continues shortly. Do stay.
Everybody wants to glow. Nobody wants party love. Everybody wants joy. Who don't like it better? And if you wanna talk to mommy, if you wanna talk your Friday, if you wanna run on time, if you want plenty data, if you wanna go do
sensational world of love, now accessible through one code, *777#.
The Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, RIFAN, in collaboration with the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, will unveil world's largest rice pyramid in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. The event is scheduled to take place on the 18th of January 2022. Venue, Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Trade Fair Complex, Airport Road, Abuja. The pyramids will be unveiled by the special guest of honor and President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. Other special guests that will support are the presidents of Benin Republic, Niger, Chad, and Cameroon, as well as the governors of Cross River, Ebonyi, Kebbi, Jigawa, Ekiti, and Sokoto states. Chairman of the occasion, CBN Governor Dr. Godwin Emefiele, Chief Host, FCT Minister. RIFAN will also use the occasion to flag off its 2021-2022 dry season farming activities and celebrate the annual National Rice Festival. RIFAN has been the major driver of rice value chain under the Anchor Borrowers program for the past 6 years. Come and join us in celebrating Rice Revolution in Nigeria. Let's celebrate our President Muhammadu Buhari's initiative on food security and self-sufficiency in rice. Let's celebrate the Central Bank Governor, Dr. Godwin Emefiele, RIFAN, the driver of Rice Revolution in Nigeria. Announcer, Publicity Committee.
Dear friend, as 2021 ends, we share your gratitude for its blessings. We acknowledge your low moments too and wish you strength to carry through. At Bedmate, we'll keep making your living better because we believe that furniture is not just an item made of wood, glass, marble, or steel, but a symbol of your unity and good times with your loved ones. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year full of all the finest things you desire.
The Honorable Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, hereby invites interested and qualified Nigerians to participate in the 2022-2023 Federal Government Scholarship Awards for Bilateral Education Agreement. 1. Undergraduate studies, tenable in Russia, Morocco, Hungary, and Egypt. 2. Postgraduate studies, tenable in Russia for those whose first degrees were obtained from Russia, China, Hungary, Serbia, Romania. All qualified candidates are advised to visit Federal Ministry of Education website www.education.gov.ng and click on the Federal Scholarship Board icon on the home. Read guidelines and then complete the application form online. Print the completed application form. For further information, contact us on 08077884417 or email fsp@education.gov.ng. Please note that this particular application does not attract any processing fee. Therefore, beware of fraudsters. Architect Soniti Echono, FNIA, Permanent Secretary, Federal Minister of Education, Announcer.
For you to tanda for this world, you got know what's up. Sabi waiting day ground, then start to do your own. Get ginger to sabi every. Because when you fit see the different side of the world, anything they possible. BBC News for Pidgin, make your life better.
On behalf of the government and good people of Rivers State, I sincerely welcome all governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to Rivers State for the PDP Governors Forum meeting taking place in Port Harcourt on the 16th and 17th of January 2022. My esteemed brothers who are part of the mission to rescue Nigeria, as you touch down to the warm reception of Rivers people, you will experience the beauty of a rapidly growing state. PDP governors, you are welcome. Announcer, His Excellency Nyesom Ezenwa-Wike, CON, GSSRS, POS, Africa. Governor, Rivers State.
You're welcome back. Following the declaration of vacancies by the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the Speakers of some state houses of assembly, INEC has scheduled by-elections for 6 constituencies in 4 states. The scheduled by-elections are Akure North, Akure South Federal Constituency, Ondo State; Jos North, Basa Federal Constituency, Plateau State; Panshin South State Constituency, Plateau State; Ogoja Yala Federal Constituency, Cross River State; Akpabio State Constituency, Cross River State; and Ungo Akbala State Constituency, Imo State. The elections will hold on Saturday, 26 February 2022, immediately after the FCT Area Council elections. The Commission, however, decided to combine the Ekiti East 1 state constituency election with the governorship election in Ekiti, which will hold on 18th June 2022. Statement by NEC National Commissioner for Information Festus Okoye indicates that the Commission is consulting with security agencies and the critical stakeholders relating to the vacancy in Shinkafi State constituency of Zamfara State, while the Speaker of the Kaduna State House of Assembly has not declared vacancy in relation to Giwa State constituency of Kaduna State. Meanwhile, political parties shall conduct their primaries, including resolution of disputes arising from the primaries between 26th January and 5th February 2022, while the last day for submission of list of nominated candidates is at 6 p.m. on the 9th of February 2022, and this must be done through the Commission's online nomination portal. Political parties shall submit the names of their polling agents for the election to the electoral officer on the local government on or before 12th February 2022, and campaigns by political parties shall stop on 24th February 2022. Still talking politics, the People's Democratic Party says there will be a level playing field for all aspirants vying for the party's presidential ticket in 2023. National chairman of the party, Senator Iyorchia Ayu, stated this while playing host to frontline journalist and publisher Dele Momodu and businessman Maazi Sam Uwabuha, who were separately at the PDP National Secretariat to declare their intentions to run for the nation's presidency come 2023. Timothy Yusuf reports.
Thanks. All right. Journalist and publisher Dele Momodu was at the PDP National Secretariat to submit his letter of intent to vie for the nation's presidency on the platform of the party come 2023. The political party platform, he explains, is the only channel to achieving his aspiration.
If selected as the party's candidate, I hasten to add that this is my personal decision. I was not forced by anyone to do it, although I have received advice, encouragement, and support from diverse quarters since I started my consultations.
PDP National Chairman Senator Iyorchia Ayu assured Dele Momodu of the party's stance towards fairness, stating that it has no favored aspirant.
You have to go out and work out there among the party members across the country, because the party leadership will not do it for you.
Businessman Maazi Sam Uwabuha was also at PDP headquarters to declare a similar aspiration.
My desire to offer myself to be used by the party and of God and change the story of Nigeria for good.
In another development, the National Secretary of the PDP, Senator Sam Anyanwu, inaugurated 3 special committees towards repositioning the party. They include review of the party's establishment manual, tenders and staff audit. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
Away from politics, 2 DIGs, 6 AIGs and 17 commissioners of police have been decorated with their new ranks in Abuja. Inspector General of Police Usman Alkali Baba said it is a strategic management approach geared towards motivating the workforce in addressing current internal security threats. Francis Form reports.
Seated in this hall are senior police officers of the force who have distinguished themselves in fighting crime and law enforcement. So they are rewarded with new ranks, including this couple who got enlisted into the force the same time and have been married for the past 29 years. They are now promoted to the rank of commissioners of police.
We're blessed that we have each other to consult. We have each other to advise. We are blessed that we have each other to go back home and say, this is my story, and we'll be able to give you that succor that you were looking for.
And we put in our very best wherever we find ourselves. We want to see what we can possibly do to impact seriously on the current level of professionalism of the entire workforce.
We are going to fight crime and criminality in all its ramifications, and we'll make sure that Nigerians live with all their eyes closed.
Others behind, they will see that once they work hard,
they shall be recognized. And law is the benefit of the hard work of making Nigeria safer.
And for the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, reward for hard work is more work.
I am confident that you will deploy your wealth of experience towards supporting the Nigeria Police Force in the attainment of our mandate, especially in this crucial time in our nation's internal security evolution.
The IGP reminded the newly decorated senior officers of their next deployment to critical duty posts, where their strength of character and professionalism will be further tested. Francis from NTA News.
Borno State Police Command has confirmed attack on Police Mobile Force Training College, Limankara, Goza. The police commissioner, Abdul Umar, says no policeman or instructor was abducted in the midnight attack on Thursday, as reported in some media outlets. Maimuna Garba reports.
The command wishes to categorically debunk the news, consider it as fake news, and also to inform the general public that the insurgents who attacked the PMF Training College in Limankara, Goza, on the 13th of January 2022 were successfully repelled by our gallant officers and men, even with less effort. The police did not record any single casualty, nor loss of firearms.
CP Abdul Umar called on the public to disregard any misleading information that may likely cause panic and disturb the peace of the citizenry. He reiterated commitment of the police to strengthening security within and outside the state capital. In Maiduguri, Maimuna Garba, NTA News.
Time now to join our Lagos studio, and Adiola is our guide. Hello, Adiola.
Thank you, Jummai. Parallax Bank Limited, the preferred financial solutions provider, has been presented to the public. The bank says it is in the industry to redefine customers' banking experience through digital innovation. Abolade Salami witnessed the unveiling in Lagos.
The unveiling of a unique bank with a difference from our humble beginning as a microfinance bank has metamorphosed into a world-class bank with a niche for excellence. With a strong ecosystem anchored around customers, the Chairman, Board of Directors and Managing Director of Parallax Bank say the bank offers a superior product portfolio that is customer-focused and innovative, yet simple.
We're not new to the market. We are the first microfinance bank to convert to a commercial bank after 10 years. So we have been here, we've been growing, we are stable, we are strong, and we can only get better with this license that has opened up all possibilities to us, and we want to share those possibilities with the populace.
We are granting more like up to 5% interest rate on any balance in your account, as long as it is not lower than 100,000. Account maintenance charges is gone when you bank with Parallax Bank. At the comfort of your office, house, you can increase your transfer limit without contacting or any intervention from any bank.
Located in the heart of Victoria Island in Lagos, Parallax Bank says it is poised to deliver unparalleled value to stakeholders with limitless banking experience to everyone.
We're glad that a bank like this is opened, where all the latest technology in banking will be deployed.
I'm going to start banking with Parallax Bank because for me, I was told that it's a bank for the youth and it's a bank that is very accommodated.
Parallax Bank Limited was incorporated as limited liability company in 2020, having successfully converted from Parallax Microfinance to a commercial bank. The bank was duly licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria to carry out commercial banking services. The bank says it will continue to remain a game changer in the banking sector. In Lagos, Abolade Salami, NTA News.
As the world continues to embrace technology to solve human problems, the Nigerian Television Authority is also leveraging on this to increase its frontiers in providing excellent and seamless television services to its viewer. This was the fallout at the first general meeting of a Lagos Network Center in 2022 and change of leadership of a station. Kehinde Adebisi report.
Apart from being the largest television station in Africa, NTA is perceived as the station of choice for many Nigerians as it continues to deliver outstanding, factual, and unbiased news reportage to its heterogeneous audience. On assumption of office in November 2018, the zonal director, Lawa Ahmed, faced a lot of challenges but was determined to make changes.
We have specifically been able to stabilize so many things, introduce so many things. We have stabilized the power supply here, especially the generators. We tried to give a new face to the 247 MCR of the Studio B. We even expanded the MCR, provided so many facilities. I met only one computer. I think there are about 6, 7, 8 computers now in that place. And then, of course, there are so many softwares that we added.
With its visionary leadership style and support of management staff, LNC established online presence on major platforms including DSTV, StarTimes, GoTV, and the social media. As it's moving up the ladder in service, staff in Lagos Network Center say it will truly be missed.
If you go to the website, it's beautiful, it's lovely, a lot of things that happen on the website. So anywhere you are, you can actually watch it. So he brought that in, and staff commitment too. So many people are actually able to go digital with him.
It took time to ensure we all got training on non-linear editing and introduced data journalism.
He has tried his best. At least we can all see today that our screen has changed for better, which is important.
The new zonal director, who was until now the general manager NTA Seba, said it will consolidate on the achievement of his predecessor and ensure that the station continues to grow.
I can't do everything alone. I need the support of the staff, I need the cooperation of everybody. People, like I said, at a meeting need to bring their A games to work so that together all of us can navigate all the challenges that we have and find lasting solutions to them.
The collaboration of members of staff towards the realization of set goals of the organization was cherished as paramount. In Lagos, Kende Adebisi, NTA News.
And those are the stories from Lagos, so thank you for joining us here. The news will continue after this break. Don't go away.
They look for pension fund administrator. We're soft, make sense, we care for me. Shy. No be the time when story go enter the matter when it's time to deliver. Oh no, 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 no. The brand is sure them no go stress you. Call them, then they accessible. Yes, customer care where they on point. No go regret when you try, of course. Profitable investment, everything is just a blend. If you don't think good for you, guy make you choose premium pension today. Make that switch to premium pension. Premium pension. Make that switch to premium pension.
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our offices across the 36 states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Call 094615-700-704 to make the switch today. Premium pension. Active today, premium tomorrow.
Our new toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity-free.
When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity. Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
See, nurse, she's saying she feels unwell, despite my efforts to practice good hygiene.
Mom says wash your hands to keep the germs away.
Washing hands is good, but surfaces can also have germs, and you shouldn't use just anything for cleaning them. Use Jig. Jig's formula has been scientifically proven to stay active for longer, giving you whitening and germ kill protection on a variety of surfaces. Disinfect to protect, just Jig it. Endorsed by National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives.
On behalf of the government and good people of Rivers State, I sincerely welcome all governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to Rivers State for the PDP Governors Forum meeting taking place in Port Harcourt on the 16th and 17th of January 2022. My esteemed brothers who are part of the mission to rescue Nigeria, as you touch down to the warm reception of Rivers people, you will experience the beauty of a rapidly growing state. PDP governors, you are welcome. Announcer, His Excellency Nyesom Ezenwa-Wike, CON, GSSRS, POS, Africa. Governor, Rivers State.
GoTV, they give your TV new ginger. Them go step up your enjoyment with correct woof. Upgrade to GoTV Ginger to enjoy GoTV Jolly. If you dig GoTV Ginger, upgrade them to GoTV Jolly and we go flex you on top GoTV Max. You already dig GoTV Jolly? Upgrade them to GoTV Max and we go summer you the tear rubber GoTV Super Package. Oh wait, for better sports, international entertainment and local shows. Step up Nana GoTV. Love it.
I know that in the last decade, this country has been at different wars trying to keep the peace and promote the sovereignty and the integrity of the country. The troops are doing their best. The president has given them all the necessary tools. It is left for us as young people and as Nigerians to give them all the support we can. We say kudos to all our gallant military men. Please, whenever you see a police officer in or out of uniform, if you know them, clap for them whenever they need be. Give them seats in buses and trains and airplanes. Have the airline managers reduce air tickets for them or train tickets for them. Show them that we appreciate what they do and show their families that there is something right and honorable and truly remarkable about wearing a uniform and going into the bushes and the forest to fight enemies of this country that are hell-bent in bringing your life to an end. It's a very tough time, but we have to all put our hands together. Please support our troops and support our police officers.
It's good to know you're still there. Pensions Transitional Arrangement Directorate, PTAD, has held a two-day stakeholders engagement forum in Enugu. The forum is an opportunity to announce the launch of the online confirmation verification platform tagged I'm Alive. Mina Ukwabasi has the details.
In line with its mission to provide exceptional, transparent, and technology-driven pension services, Pensions Transitional Arrangement Directorate, PTAD, has reiterated the need to ensure that pensioners on monthly payroll continue to receive their entitlements. Hence, the official launch of the online self-verification and confirmation platform, I Am Alive.
We don't want to continue to be pulling them out on field verification exercises to confirm whether they're still alive. It's stressful for them as senior citizens, it's expensive for them and even for government. But with this solution, they can, using technology, they can confirm their aliveness in the comfort of their homes.
It will work in favor of both the pensioners and the government that is paying.
Presenting an overview of activities of PTAD, Director Civil Service Pensions Department emphasized that PTAD works with critical agencies including the Public Complaints Commission, anti-graft agencies like EFCC and ICPC to reduce corruption and fraud. In an interactive session, pensioners spoke on their challenges.
That we will be able to solve problems of pensioners who are in one way or the other not satisfied with what they get as pension from the debt.
Sonny Osuagwu, a retired permanent secretary, advised pension unions to monitor the welfare of members at all levels and alert PTAD and PENCOM of the death of members. The two-day Southeast Stakeholders Forum, which has also taken place in other geopolitical zones of a country, is designed to interact and inform pensioners of latest trends in the agency. In Enugu, Mina Adobio Kobasi, NTA News.
Federal government's 4 billion naira intervention fund to the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development is to enable the agency manufacture vaccines locally in order to reduce the level of dependence on foreign countries. Minister of State Budget and National Planning Clem Agba stated this after an inspection tour of the institute in Abuja. Neka Oko reports.
A multi-billion naira project that will redefine the face of the health sector in the country. Medicines and vaccines that come with huge capital flight can now be produced here thanks to a 4 billion naira intervention fund by the federal government. Good job by NIPRID, the minister told the DG of the agency after a long tour around the labs and the institute.
I know in the 2022 budget, working with the current Honorable Minister of Power, he had chosen 10 institutions where he's going to work this year to have dedicated off-grid power, that's solar.
Thank you, sir.
So discussing with him to see what we can do here to ensure that the equipments that have been bought do not go bad, especially since they require 24 hours power.
For the DG of NIPRID, the facility will be a money spinner for the federal government.
We will provide interventions that will not only improve access to healthcare, but also stimulate socio-economic development. Part of what this intervention has done for us is that we've been able to train thousands of herbal medicine practitioners.
The minister going back with a great sense of fulfillment, but promises to be back in 6 months' time. Then we'll be hoping to see a fully functional laboratory operations devoid of power failure. In Abuja, Neka Uko, NTA News.
Jos is our next stop, and Felicia has a set of report. Hello, Felicia.
Hello, Jummai. Welcome to Jos. The Plateau State Interreligious Council has condemned the recent attack on Ancha community, asking key players to work towards sustainable peace in the area. The council made the condemnation at a town hall meeting held at Jebu Basa. Zenret Dingmun reports.
The meeting was convened by the council to deliberate on issues bordering on peace and security in Basa local government area, especially following recent attack on Ancha community. Co-chairs of the Interreligious Council, after extensive discussions with the people, agreed that the peace of the area is dependent on the attitude of the various communities towards each other.
What efforts have they been making to bring in peace among them?
But they have agreed that they are going to step it down. They will meet with the youth and also tell them to shield their swords.
Director General Plateau Peace Building Agency Joseph Lengman and the Chairman Basa Local Government Council Stephen Igmala say they will work together closely towards the implementation of the document when submitted.
We will never be deterred, neither are we going to be discouraged by the activities of a very few sort of people who are determined to ensure that peace elude us. Today's meeting underscores that resolve on the part of the government.
We have a communique that was just read to us, which is more like a roadmap to be able to achieve the peace that we desire in Basa local government.
In Jos, Zenred Dingmun, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Plateau government is expressing concern over mother-to-child transmission of human immunodeficiency virus, calling on stakeholders to redouble efforts towards its reduction. This was at the inauguration of the State Health Sector Steering Committee in Jos. Ndeyan and Deabagyang reports.
State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Ninkong Ndalar, who inaugurated the committee, decried the high rate of HIV/AIDS infection in the state. As a result, he charged the committee to achieve the 95-95-95 strategy to end the acquired immune deficiency disease AIDS epidemic by 2030. To achieve the target, the Plateau State HIV Health Sector Steering Committee was given 7 terms of reference, which include ensuring HIV programs receive adequate funds and sensitization.
We should act
to see how we would make this state take care of our brothers and sisters that are affected by diseases.
The idea is to identify facilities where gaps exist in terms of service delivery.
Similarly, the Plateau State Prevention of Mother-to-Child Transmission and Pediatric Technical Working Group was also inaugurated. Its terms of reference include providing technical inputs and guidance that will track increased pediatric and mother-to-child transmission case finding, as well as harmonizing and aligning HIV programs in Jos, Indenyan, and the Abagyang. NTA News.
Time now for another break. Network News continues shortly in Abuja with Jummai.
Nurse, she's saying she feels unwell, despite my efforts to practice good hygiene.
Mom says wash your hands to keep the germs away.
Washing hands is good, but surfaces can also have germs, and you shouldn't use just anything for cleaning them. Use Jik. Jik's formula has been scientifically proven to stay active for longer, giving you whitening and germ kill protection on a variety of surfaces. Disinfect to protect, just Jik it. Endorsed by National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives.
Over Femi Martins. Just look at this. Remember the name.
The African Cup of Nations starts on the 9th of January 2022 on NTA, powered by AfroSport. For sponsorship and advertisements, contact us on 090-9890-6913 or 090-3513-2838.
Me and you, let's get to Ghana. Hey! Go and jump.
This is Ghana. You've come here to seek for greener pastures. Make it your worthwhile.
Any guinea fowl is Guinea. Guinea fowl has nothing to do with Guinea. It's just the name of the fowl.
So Ghana jollof, what is it? Is it Nigerian beans?
What? Have we made before?
No.
Jasper! Help me!
You're watching NTA Network News. The Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, has stressed the need for national unity, saying Nigeria needs peacemakers who will entrench nationalism and patriotism in the polity and not spoilers. Mr. Adesina stated this while receiving a merit award from the Ambassadors of Voice for Change, a group of Nollywood actors and entertainers led by Ahmed Bala. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo has the report.
The Nollywood actors and entertainers under the auspices of the Ambassadors of Voice for Change presented the award to Mr. Femi Adesina for distinguishing himself as a journalist, media executive and spokesperson for the president. Mr. Ben Kure, who spoke on their behalf, said they cannot thank Mr. Adesina enough for making Nigerians understand President Buhari as a good man and one who remembers and rewards the labors of the living and the dead.
We as ambassadors of Voice of Change in Nigeria have found in you not just a patron, but a partner that we will together succeed in reuniting and building the broken walls of Nigeria for peace and stability, especially at a time where this election of 2023 is coming.
The presidential spokesperson, Femi Adesina, while appreciating the award, said the Buhari administration would continue to support Nigerians working assiduously towards promoting peace, harmony and development. Commending the group on their vision to promote unity in Nigeria, Mr. Adesina said the sheer volume of talents and exceptional Nigerians on their network makes them a formidable voice for positive change in the country.
What you are doing for the country, what you are doing for the president makes my job easier. I believe that the purpose of this group, which is to enhance unity in the country, will be achieved.
He promised his guests, including Mr. Ibu, Shino Peters and Gentle Jack, that the media office of the president will always support them in the execution of such a worthy cause in the greater interest of Nigeria. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
On our 2021 AFCON shots tonight, Guinea and Senegal tie ends in stalemate, just as soaring Super Eagles target second win against Sudan in one of Saturday's fixtures. Olushi Adebo has details.
High to the back post. And it's
Senegal and Guinea moved closer to reaching the last 16 at the Africa Cup of Nations following a goalless. Both sides have 4 points after 2 games, which could see them progress as one of the 4 best third-placed teams.
Against countries.
Also, Morocco advanced to the last 16 of the 2021 AFCON with a 2-0 victory over Comoros in Group C.
And in the back of the net.
Salim Amala fired in a loose ball to open the scoring, and Zakaria Abogla slotted in to complete the win for the Atlas Lion in the last minutes.
Onside, surely.
Morocco, who already have their eyes on the next round of the competition, remain in Yaoundé for their last group game against Gabon. Meanwhile, Nigeria Super Eagles hope to guarantee their qualification for the round of 16 of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations when they face Sudan on Saturday.
We raised the bar for how we should play for this tournament, and the good thing about tournament football, you have so many games short after each other, but the idea is always to improve from the previous game. So
we're going to keep on going. Yeah, we're hungry and want to prove a point in this tournament.
A win would give Austin Uguavon's men 6 points from 2 group matches and see them top Group D with 1 match left to play.
Gabon and Ghana clash ended in a 1-1 draw. Nigerians in Cameroon rally support for Super Eagles. Gives George is our guide on sports update. Well, the Chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Information, Olubumi Odebumi, has condoled with the family of the former governor of Oyo State, Otumba Adebayo Alau Akala, over the death of the late politician. In a statement, Odebumi described the death of Alau Akala as a great loss to Oyo State and Nigeria, being a strong pillar in the evolution of the current political dispensation, who left behind an enduring legacy of public service. He prayed God to grant the family and the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. And that's Network News for tonight. Thanks so much for watching. But before we go, step up, be a star, join the fight against rape and rapists. I am Jummai Yusuf.